Justin!
Paul,
What's going on, buddy?
I'm not bad. How are you today?
Playoffs,
We were praising you earlier. Your ears must be burning.
Thanks, man. Game 2, everybody. It's Thursday. It's way too warm in Calgary.
Way too warm.
Winsport is probably closed for the season. I think almost all the snow is gone. Just the ice is around. It was +8 today. Pretty windy, but beautiful day in February, almost March. Playoff hockey. Hawks, if you didn't catch it on Tuesday, Hawks won game 1. 4-3 in overtime.
Yeah.
4-3 in a shootout, actually. And if you caught it on YouTube, live we were good. I don't know if you know this, Justin, but on YouTube, last thing I said was, and we're going to a shootout. And then it cut out.
Oh, no.
So if you watched it in recording, you didn't get to watch the shootout.
Everybody must have been a big mystery for everybody at home.
Brendan Reed scored the game winner. He was the first one to shoot and he buried it. Hawks, Bronks tonight on the Thursday night. Smith, Kale on the point. Callum on the left. Mole in center. Richardson on the right. Ethan in the pipes.
And everybody, apologies for this angle, but it's the best we can get in this arena, so we'll have to make do.
We'll talk.
But you've got Paul here. He can help give you good visuals.
There you go. Puck's in on the left side. Kale dumps it back in. It's delayed offside. Richardson picks it up. He's going down the right side. He tries to get in deep. Bronx are all over him. Richardson does still control. He tries to put out front to Mole, but doesn't quite work out. I am wearing my glasses, so I might be able to actually see the puck at the far end. Nice play by Kale to come over and support Chase Smith. Bronx are going to bring it back in. Mole's playing some nice defense. The puck gets dumped around. I'm going to ask Justin to move her just a little bit to the right. There we go. Good. No, just with your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, Justin and I, we get too friendly.
We get a little close.
Joelle sent me a text. She didn't like it very much.
People are talking. That's how rumors get started. We got to be careful.
Joelle's like, why do you come to games? Is it just to hang out with my husband? And I'm like, yep. 19 minutes left in the first. One shot on goal on Ethan. Pinu's out there now with tough, same combinations. Reed, Schneider, Bungay up front. As we said, Hawks won game 1, 4-3. It was a playoff game, Justin. It was a lot of dumping in, not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of penalties. Both teams played hard. It was a good game to watch. It was tight. Probably expecting the same thing tonight.
See what happens. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Refs have a little conversation about who knocked it out and where. The face-off goes outside the blue line.
Bronx are really, really motivated to beat us tonight.
Hawks are in white.
We're going to have to play a good, hard game if we want to do well.
Hawks are in white tonight, Bronx in red. So Ethan's right in front of us down here.
I'll see if I can zoom in, folks, a little bit for you.
Schneider with the puck down the left side. He puts it in deep. Nobody home. Bungay and Reed were both up high. Pinu shoots that puck from the point. It goes wide. Schneider's going to put some pressure on. Nice play by Tuff to keep it in. I'm not sure if he kept it in or not, but at least he stopped it. Tuff now has the puck again. He puts it up to Schneider. He's going to put it in deep. He actually puts it to Reed. Reed's going in. He's got somebody. He's by himself. He tries to go 5-hole on the goalie. It doesn't quite work out. I think that's the same goalie who played last game.
I'm not sure, actually.
We have
sorry, guys.
Game not over yet. Bronx pick it up. They're coming up the left side. They just chip it out. Watkins is now out there with Jollies. Out front we have Marco, Lytle, and Lake. Hawks are healthy again. 6D, 11 forwards, 2 goalies. Richardson getting the start 2 games in a row. He's had a heck of a season. Hawks dump it out. Bronx are going to try and bring it up the left side again. They do. Watkins makes a pass across to Jollies. He tries to put it up and he fans on it. Lytle picks it up. Nice stick with Bronx. They've got a chance. Bronx put it back to the point. They're going to get a shot from there. They do, and it goes in the net. Kind of unfortunate by the Hawks there in their own zone. Kind of bobbled the puck a little bit. It was unfortunate. Bronx picked it up, put it back to the point, and seeing eye shot just goes over Ethan's right pad. 1-0 Bronx.
Kind of how we started last game, too.
bumped into the referee there and points to his chest and said, "My bad." We got Bold out there now with Timchak. Smith and Kale out there for their second shift of the game. This is Bold's and Timchak's first shift. Bronx controlling it. They're going D to D. They put it back up the right side, and they're just going to dump it in low. So they did that a lot last game, Justin. They dumped it in. And when they had that lead in the third period, they dumped it in a lot then too. Mole's going to come back and pick it up. He had 3 points last game, so 3 goals scored and 3 points from Mole. 2 goals, 1 assist. So he was dominant. Had a shot in the shootout too, but didn't quite bury it. Went with his sort of patented slow down move, and that's how he scored during the game, but didn't quite work in the shootout. Mole's going to pick up again. He's got a nose for the puck right now, and that puck bounces in. The goalie handles it, puts it back to his D, and Hawks are going to get four forwards or 4 players changing. Tough still new one who stayed on the ice, but it's a good play to not go everyone change. Ethan makes a nice little right pad save there, but Tapper kind of bumps him, and the ref ended up blowing the whistle, I think, because the Bronx ended up touching Ethan in the crease. Teenage dirtbag there for us, Justin. I like that song. Pinu's now out there.
He's all over it. Paul's a man of many talents.
I like that song.
He knows a lot of stuff.
Schneider's going to ring that around. He's going to go for Goodfellow, but it's not up high enough. Goodfellow stays up a bit and tries to chip it past the D. Schneider comes in with support. Bronx end up picking the puck up. Richardson, Schneider, Goodfellow. Goodfellow puts pressure on his D-man and puts a little hit on him afterwards. Tuff's now going to bring it around the right side. He puts it up for Josh, but it bounces out in front. They had a shot on Ethan and a rebound, but they weren't able to do much with that. Ethan with another solid stop. Bronx are definitely out shooting the Hawks so far today. Pinu now chips it up. Real nice play to Josh. Josh kind of loses it in his own feet, but now he's going to come in and shoot. Oh, shoots through the D-man, and it was actually a bit of a funny play. That's the AP that we saw last game. Number 12 D-man for the Bronx. Shoots it through him, and the goalie freezes the puck. Bronx get that, they chip it out. Hits a fist or a glove. So the faceoff's going to be back in the Bronx zone. Jollies, Watkins on the point with Reed, Lido, Bungay. Looks like they're running 4 sets of wingers and 3 centers. Jollies puts it in deep to the right side. Lido's staying up high, and he puts it down deep. Bungay supported him up high, but goes down to Reed, who's behind the net. He's usually pretty inventive down there. Lido picks it up, he chips it down. Reed's still down below the goal line. For an offensive player, he actually plays quite well on the boards. Jollies gets that, hits it Bronx in the hand. He ends up just chipping out. He flips it up to one of their leading scorers there who tries to come in. Bungay's now going to interfere with this guy's, but it's offside. Didn't have a delay. Watkins carrying it out. He puts it up for Jollies. Nice play by the Bronx there on the forecheck, and then Jollies takes a hit. Luckily, it wasn't near the gate. Oh, and Kale with a nice line change. The Hawk just jumped right off, so Kale could jump on and actually play that puck. Bronx now get it in deep, kind of bounces around to Ethan, and was bouncing funny and gets past his stick. Jollies now goes over and hits Kale. There's a shot that almost hits the official. Probably right at the camera, actually.
Would have hit us had not been for the glass.
Kale's now going to go and he goes in with no fear. Comes over to Jolly's corner. He's going to support. Kale's going to get that on his side again. He's got Brandon on the side if he wants it. He just chips it to get it out. Nice play by Kale. He had Marco and Mole both high. Reed's going to get that line change now. Smith and Kale are out together. Puck was in front of the Hawks gate there. It's always a dangerous play. Someone lost the net guard. It's actually a Bronx, so he has to get off the ice. Oh, nice opportunity there for Mole. A shot off the blocker, and the goalie for the Bronx ends up covering that up. Bronks coming down the right side. They're going to get a shot from there. They don't. They fake a shot. Ethan goes down. That fake shot kind of opened it up a little bit. Ethan went down, then popped right back up. They pop it out to the guy in front, and he goes 5-0 on Richardson. 2-0 Bronx. Bronx are dominating here so far. 13:55 left in the first. Hawks need to make an adjustment. Timchak on the right, Schneider in the middle, and Bold on the left. Heaney with Tough. Tough's going to carry it out. He's got Timchak on the far right, and he's really far away, but he's in a really nice open spot. He got toe drags, goes across. Weak little shot with the goalie. He doesn't use his stick again, but nice follow-up by Schneider to try and get the rebound. Hits the goalie in the blocker. Schneider now playing it down low. Boldy gets kind of tripped up a little bit. Now Timchak's over there supporting Schneider. He ends up pulling it out. This is, I'm not going to call him the fourth line. Actually, that's Bold. Fourth line's having some success here down low. Schneider's got the puck behind the net. He's got Bold out front. And now he's going to get a shot from Pinu. He puts it through. Gets a save there by the goalie's left pad, but good shot by Pinu. Bronx control behind the net. Boldy's going to put a hit on this guy, but just misses him. Now Schneider goes in too, and the D-man just ends up getting rid of it. Puts it up into the mesh. Puck's down low. Goodfellow, Lytle, and Richardson out there with Jollies and Watkins. Lytle's fighting, battling the number 12 AP. He's getting a lot of ice time. He must be a good player. And the Bronx dump it all the way down, and it's going to be icy. Don't know if you could hear the referee there, but being very vocal with number 21 for the Bronx, tell him exactly what he wants. It's always nice when the refs communicate appropriately. Kind of give him a hey.
Putting him in place.
Don't do that.
I'm the boss.
Don't do that.
I'm the boss. That's what he's saying.
Same players stay out there for the Hawks. Richardson putting pressure on his guy. He just dumps it on Richardson. He's forced to cover it up. Tapper smiling at Josh. Josh smiles back. Smitty now comes out with Kale. Molesy gives Ethan a knowing nod and pipes, and they have a little exchange, little chuckle. Moles like, "We got you, buddy." With Reed and Bungay. That rebound popped right out to one of the Bronx in front, but Kale did a good job tying up his stick. Bronx still controlling it. And Moles will put pressure on. Bungay's there. That shot tries to get through, but ends up hitting one of the Bronx in the shin pad. Kale goes over and plays his man, does a nice job just bumping off the puck. The Bronx come out with that puck. They're putting a lot of shots on net, Justin, especially through traffic. Ethan's having a hard time seeing some of these.
Yeah.
Smitty's going to put pressure on, so is Bungay. And Mole comes back and supports his man. Hawks are still running though. And the Bronx have been instructed to shoot and get rebounds and deflections. Oh, Kale takes one up high. That is a hit to the head. His head snapped back, so your head doesn't snap back unless you got hit in the head.
That was a headshot. 100% headshot. That should be at least 2 minutes.
Now, 18 is big, but he put the Kale's head did snap back. Mole's tired. He's still going to put in the effort. We did get, I think, Reed's staying a little bit. Marco's out now. And Tough and Pinu end up getting the line change, and now they're fresh. That's Mole in the corner. And Reed's trying to, him and Mole are trying to play together, but didn't quite work out. Bronx come in and dump in the Brandon Tuff's corner. Lots of pressure by both Bronx, and they have F2, F1 and F2 coming in and putting on pressure. Now it's Jackson Lake out there with Marco and Schneider. Marco puts it up to Schneider. He's got Lake if he wants. Lake comes right across the middle trying to split that D. Puts it through the D's legs, but the goalie ends up covering that up. Nice reaction there by the Hawks. 10:52 left in the first. 2-0 Bronx. I was watching the replay yesterday, Justin, and In the third period, we had the second period up the whole time.
Yeah.
If Dana's not here to
Probably.
help us, yeah, she's not here to help us. We
Oh,
don't stand
she'll
a chance.
check. She'll check.
We don't stand a chance.
She's pretty good that way.
She's the best. Oh, Marco in front. Nice play by Schneider to put it out to Marco. Big cheer, not from the Hawks, from the Bronx on that one. And if you can see way down there in the far right corner, that's the Hawks' dads. Probably 18 in a row of them. I think Justin might be the only dad not in that corner. There they are.
There they are.
As a dad, I always like to watch offense too. Bronx are coming down the right side. They put it cross ice like they did so many times last game. This time it works. Bronx was there to tip it in on the backhand. 3-0 Bronx. Justin, we saw that play a lot last game. They went cross ice quite a bit, but today it's working. They just have an extra step on the Hawks right now.
Yep. That was a good play. They drove hard. They want to win. That's what it takes.
Watkins and Jollies. Bold, Lytle, and Timchak. That puck goes up and hits the rafters. We're in Ernie start tonight. We're up here in the knee, the northeast of Calgary. Justin, I talked about Justin, as a former police officer, might have spent a moment or two up here in the northeast.
Oh, yes. Many memories, many good memories.
So we're in
That's what I do with my wife. I take her on dates and show her all the spots that are really interesting to go and visit out here.
You might actually be able to do some tours of Calgary Police Fantasy Camp Day.
Oh yeah. Over here we did this.
tour.
Over there we got that.
I kicked down this door.
Oh yes. That's always.
That'd be hilarious. Jolly's out there with Watkins, Timchak, Lytle, and Bold. Bold gets bumped off the puck. Puck goes up to Jolly's and off Timchak's stick, and he just chips it into the bench. Didn't hit anybody, which is good. Sometimes those can hit a coach.
I don't want to get that in the head.
Exactly 10 minutes left. So that's the start the Bronx wanted for sure. Not the one that Hawks started, but hockey's an interesting game, and this is a long one. We're only 1/6 of the way through it. Watkins takes the puck in the corner. He's got Jollies in front. Mole takes it hard. The Bronx are hitting hard today. Mole took that one. That didn't feel good. Richardson out there with Goodfellow. Richardson's going to dump it in, see if they can put a little bit of pressure on those D as well. Richardson follows through with the hit and ends up coming out with the puck, so good play by Josh. Goodfellow's going to pick that puck up, but the Bronx defenseman ends up picking it up himself. Kale dumps it into Callum. Callum back to Kale. He's going to try and get a shot away. He gets a soft one away, trying to get it through. Ends up hitting a Bronx in his skate. Richardson gets a line change. Bungay comes flying out. We're going to see Schneider and Reed back out too. Boxes are really close together here. Lots of line changes, going to have some overlap. Chase Smith puts it up for Bungay. Smitty and Kale are out there. You mentioned that last time, Justin. This goalie kind of plays funny with his glove. He doesn't have backup. He just uses his glove a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you were mentioning that last game.
Covering shots coming for his 5-hole, doesn't use his stick, and even stuff like that, he just kind of uses his glove quite a bit. It just looks a little bit different. Mm-hmm. But he's playing again today, so he must be good, must be solid. Kale puts that puck in deep. Bronx are moving it around. This isn't going to be icing. The ice is a little bit snowy. Reed comes back and plays it over to Kale. Kale chips up to Schneids. The Bronx kind of loses a tire. Kale jumps past his hit as the same guy who kind of hit him in the head tried to hit him again. Schneider's playing up high. Bungay's down low. So is Brendan. We have that puck. It goes for Brendan, but just hops over his stick. Chase Smith's going to play that now. See if he goes D to D. He doesn't. He ends up going straight ahead with it. Nice safe pass, and Bungay chips it in deep. Bronx are getting a line change, and the Hawks are getting a change for both D. Puck goes in front of Brendan Reed. Oh, and he kind of fans on it a little bit. The goalie came out to challenge, but Brendan fanned on that one a little bit. This is going to be icing on the Bronx. Brandon Tuff's out there with Pinu. Lido at center. Timchak on the right, Bold on the left. So all 4 lines rolling right now. Nice hit by Lido. Wonder what the coaches have said to the Hawks so far about making any changes. Maybe take a bit more body, play a bit quicker, move your feet. Lido's coming out. He's being a lot more aggressive. He's a big, huge kid, and he's very strong. He works out really hard, so got to use that to your advantage. Bold has the puck. He actually holds it down low. Nice play. He tries to put it up front for Timchak. They've been playing together a lot this year, so they're a bit familiar. And the Bronx are just going to dump it in again. Ethan's going to take it off the stick, and he has to freeze that one again. So there's been a few opportunities when they've dumped it in on Ethan. He's had to cover it up. He had to do that again. Molesy showing good leadership, going over there and talking to Ethan, making sure everything's all good. As a goalie, quite often guys don't talk to you all that much, so it's nice when someone comes back and gives you a pep talk or even says hi. Ethan plays that behind there. He's going to ring it around to Waddy. Waddy takes that puck and he puts it back to Jollies. Jollies got Mole in the middle if you can see him. Oh, he's just a bit behind him. Mole was busting. I'm sure you can see that in the camera. Now Goodfellow is too. Mole's going to try and get first to that puck. But the ref's making a call there. He's calling offside. I think the ref made an offside call.
Yeah, I think you're right. I couldn't tell. Like, it's hard to tell from here, but
I think maybe the linesman wasn't on the line and maybe just didn't see it. I don't know, but 6:53 left in the first. 3-0 Bronx. Puck comes back to Jollies. He's gonna go D-to-D over to Waddy. He's going to put that up the gut, tries to hit Richardson or Mole, doesn't work out. Bronx are going to bring it back. Bronx come down that right side. They're going to have that off winger busting back door. Gives you a shot from the point, and Ethan Richardson makes a nice save on that one. No rebound. Snags it with his catcher.
Very good.
As a goalie, I actually didn't like it that much when the refs talked to me. I wasn't really interested in talking to them all that much, but maybe he said something like, do you want to play that, or what do you think? And sometimes it's good to know what the goalie wants to do too. Bronx are going to get a shot from the far side. That goes off the side of the net. Ethan still looks confident, which is good. He can stop the rest. And Hawks are still in this. It's early. So the shot from the point. Ethan puts that off in the corner with his stick. Puck pops out again for the Bronx. Kale makes a nice play. Schneider comes over and supports him. Bronx still control the puck. Bronx put that out front, and actually Ethan had the post covered up, and the guy kind of tried to shove it to this side, and Ethan made a nice save with his right toe. He knew it tough. Goodfellow, Mole, Richardson. Bronx end up getting a shot on goal pretty quick. They're gonna have no change. Richardson's gonna come in and take this face off. Puck comes back to Keating. He tries to throw it across. Tough, but Tough is a bit too far away. Now Goodfellow's going to bring that up. He's got Mole in the middle, but he ends up just chipping it down the left boards. Goodfellow follows up with a nice hit on his D-man. Pino comes in, and he's going to get a shot from there. Doesn't quite get through. Now he's going to get support from Mole. Mole continues to put pressure on his D, but now kind of gives him a bit of a break. And Goodfellow puts pressure on his winger up on the far left side. Tough puts a hit on his guy, and Pino comes over and puts a hit on his man, so the Hawks are playing a bit more physical. Bronks end up getting a shot on goal, and Ethan just kind of chips that away to his own man, and he chips it out. Tuff's got the puck. He's going to go over to Brody. When he puts that up, he has Timchak on the right, which he uses. Mole's still in the middle, and Goodfellow needs a line change too, so we're going to see Lytle and Bold. Watkins and Jollies are out there now too, so full change. So the Hawks actually have some fresh bodies, see if they can do some damage. That puck was bouncing on Jackson when he passed it. Ended up bouncing on Devin too. Bronx are coming in down the middle. They put it back to the point. Nice deflection by the Bronx player, but Ethan ended up making a bad save, so Bronx continue to play well. Watkins with his nice little golf shot. I don't know if he's a left-handed golfer or not, but looked good there. His dad's the superintendent at the Calgary Golf and Country Club, one of the most prestigious clubs in Calgary. 20% off if you mention you heard it during this game. It's private, don't try that. 4:17 left in the first.
Yeah.
As you can see in the camera there, the clock is kind of covered by the rafters, so Justin and I have to guesstimate. Watkins out there with Jollies, with Schneider in the middle, Bunga on the right, and Reed on the left, icing Bronx. Hasn't been a penalty yet today, everything's been pretty clean. Bronx got the intensity that they wanted, and the Hawks have to match it.
Oh, Fine Young Cannibals, Paul.
I love this song, dude.
I knew this song.
I love this
good.
song.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the words. I had to read the words, and I realized that for the last 30 years I was singing them all wrong.
Well, that's me, totally.
Nice pressure there by the Hawks.
I just make up my words.
They end up getting a nice shot, and the goalie makes a blocker save. Richardson now putting pressure on his guy. The Bronx ends up one-handing Josh's stick out of his hand. Watkins goes at the same side, and Jollies follows through with the hit. Devin Jollies never turned away from the opportunity to hit. Callum's going to come up that side, see if he chips it in. He's got Mole in the middle, and he just kind of feathers it over to him. Actually, he fakes the feather, goes around the D-man and shoots it on net. Goalie ends up snaring that with the mitt. 3:33 left in the first, 3-0. You can see the linesmen over there by the bench. Those gates are so close together that when they change, they're side by side, so pretty easy to give a guy an extra shot. Kale out there with Smitty, Lake, Lytle, and Marco. Lake's going to put pressure on his man, but the Bronx end up just chipping it out. Bronx come down. They have two. They get past Smith, but Smith ends up carrying it. The Broncos for a stick lift on Smitty, but it doesn't work out. He's a strong kid. Kale with a nice little 5-foot pass, and he puts it up all the way across ice for Jackson. He's going to take a shot on net, and that goes off the goalie's stick and right over the dad's heads and into the mesh. Arena parking lots are packed these days. It's playoffs. There's a game before this. I don't know who is playing, but the parking lot's packed. Mole's out there with Richardson and Goodfellow. Kale and Chase stay on the point. Ethan's going to end up playing that. He's nice with the puck. That's not easy to do the things he does with that. He makes it look easy. Bronk ends up coming on in. Oh, and Ethan just got his toe on that. The Bronk player was going to try and wrap it around, and he almost got there. And Ethan just stuck out that right pad and right toe and picked off the stick. Callum's got a chance now. Oh, he shoots that. That goalie's looking pretty sharp tonight. He snares that out of the air. A good opportunity for the Hawks. Couple good scoring chances in a row. Pinu and Tough, Goodfellow, Mole, and Richardson. I try not to talk over the music during the intermission because when we don't have a microphone, kind of can't hear me. So Mole tries to get a shot. He fans on it, but sometimes when you fan on it, no one's really ready for that. Nothing came of it. Ethan's now going to rifle that up for Mole. See if he just chips it. He didn't touch it. That could have been interference. Yeah, and one of the coaches is giving the ref an earful because Mole didn't even touch it, but he could have touched it. Close play. Tim check down low. He's got, I think that's Schneider out there now. Yeah, Schneider's out there now, and Mole's still out there too. Or no, so that's Goodfellow. I get 20 and 10 mixed up sometimes. Tough puts a one-hand play on the Bronx who's coming across the line. He chips it back, and Ethan's gonna cover that one up as number 19 for the Bronx. He's had a pretty active night so far. He skates close to Ethan, but doesn't touch him. What'd you do all day, Justin?
Clean the house like a good dad, like a good husband. I was very domestic.
Did you open the windows at least?
Of course.
Open the windows.
Open the windows.
Kind of feels like you're outside.
That's about all I did. Open windows, clean windows.
Do you like cleaning?
No. I don't know. Hell no. It's got to get done though.
Yeah.
Got to get done.
If my wife's listening, Justin's just kidding. He didn't actually clean
I
up
did
today.
no such thing.
Puck goes around to the Bronx on the right side. Now Mole's going to get back out there. We've said Mole's name a lot today. He's playing a lot of hockey. He's coming out there with Bold and Timchak, and he shoots and hits the Bronx goalie right in the Heinz catch-up logo. Got to give credit where credit's due. That's Jackson Lake's mom. You gave me that little tidbit of knowledge of the logo, and now of course that's all you see.
Heinz ketchup.
Kale out there with Smitty, Josh Mole, and Callum Staley. 1:10 left. Be nice if the Hawks could end with a goal for sure, but even some momentum to kind of build on some positivity heading into the next period. Richardson's got down low. Smith's coming. He's going to rocket it. Hey, and there you go. Woo!
Nice.
Puck kind of came around to Richardson and Chase Smith. He's never one to shy away from pinching down low, and he did it at a good time. He was wide open. Good job, Smitty. 3-1.
I have to say, Paul, your words are very prophetic. Prophetic. Prophetic.
What does that mean? If I say it, it happens?
Yes. I want to hear it again.
I wish that were the case. I'm not going to make any other comments on that. I can get in trouble. Smith stays out there with Kale, Bungay, Reed, and Schneider. That was big. Oh, let's score again. Smith dumps that in. 53 seconds left. Schneider puts on nice pressure. He puts it back down for Bungay. Oh, Schneider kind of pops around.
Oh my God.
My words are prophetic.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a true prophecy. Paul Norris is prophetic.
I did do that on purpose.
You did.
And Brady Schneider wraps it in. It goes just over the goalie's leg. Just what the Hawks doctor ordered. Puck got in down low. Nice forecheck. I think it was Reed on the forecheck. Schneider picked it up behind the net and just wrapped it around. Kind of just popped in the air, went right over the goalie's left pad. He's got his head down. He's shaking his head a little bit. See if the Hawks can jump on again. Can we go 3 for 3 in 1 minute? Goodfellow comes in, he shoots. I think we can.
We've got 30 seconds.
Got this. Come on, boys. If we do, Justin's buying me a poutine.
I'm buying beer. And poutine.
Goodfellow's down the right side. Smith's going to come in. He's probably going to shoot from there. He just chips it instead to Goodfellow, but doesn't quite get all the way through. It would have been nice if we were kind of rifled it on net, even to get a rebound there, but Chase Smith, he doesn't make many mistakes. He usually makes the right choice. So Kale goes over and puts a bump on his guy. Smitty's going to wrap that around 9 seconds left. Bronx wanted a shot on goal here, but the puck ended up taking a funny bounce. Kale plays that and makes a nice play just to get it all the way down. And man, that wasn't a good period for the Hawks. That was 19 minutes of not average.
That's
but
correct.
the last two, man, what a nice way to end. Good for them. Any thoughts, Justin, going into that second period?
I think you said it exactly how it was. 19 minutes, not very good. Last 2 minutes, good push.
They did have.
It'll be a good positive attitude in the dressing room and set the tone for the next period.
Absolutely, they did have. They had some scoring chances, but
Yeah.
Bronx, especially in the first 10 minutes, outplayed them pretty good, and then Ethan kind of started shutting the door.
Bronx were very physical, and they did a very good job pushing it the whole way through.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly what the Hawks needed.
Hawks,
Can't wait
Hawks
for
need
the
to
second.
bring it. Yep.
Let's go.
See you guys. Have some drinks, fellas and girls.
Thanks, buddy. everybody, we're back for the second. Bronks are in red, Hawks are in white. Hawks, we are standing in the Hawks offensive zone. Mole's going to start with Richardson and Goodfellow. Josh is going to put a hit on this guy. Good job, Josh. Goodfellow wins up. Oh, Goodfellow makes a nice play off his foot. Nice is still wet. See if that has anything to do with it. It's a little bit still wet down in this corner, as you can see from the shiny lights. Ethan back in pipes. Oh, the linesmen were calling that icing and he went right past two Bronx defensemen. I guess they thought they didn't have a chance at it. Captain for the Bronx gives Callum Goodfellow a bit of a shot, and at the same time the music person is playing "We're Not Gonna Take It." Quiet Riot. Remember when that song came out? My goodness. That was a game changer, that one. Oh, I said Quiet Riot, I meant Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister, we're not gonna take it.
Quiet Riot was Come On Feel the Noise.
Oh yes.
Bronx have the puck down low. The captain just gonna chip it down into the corner. Gonna come all the way across to Josh. He gets a stick on it and just chips it out past the blue. Oh, Ethan plays it over for Chase, but it goes under his stick and through his feet. But Kale's gonna come over and support that puck, slow down, hitting a wet spot. Kale always takes a hit to make a play. Always finishes the play, I should say. Callum now has it back. He puts it up front, but Mole and Richardson were on a line change. Goodfellow's now gonna get that line change too. Now we're gonna have a read with Bungay and Schneitz. Fresh D out there with Tough and Pinu. So we're rocking those 6D. They're the same two combinations. Ethan's gonna play that one too. Pinu actually picks it up. Saw Pinu's mom about a month ago and said, "Oh, my name's Paul. Nice to meet you." She goes, "We met you at a bowling alley in Banff." And I was like, "Wow, that was my son Colton recognized Brody like last summer or something." Funny. Bungay picks that puck up and he chips it up the right side. Schneider skates right in front of him because he knew what Bungay was going to do. Schneider just kind of bobbled the puck. It is going to be icing. Tough made an effort at it. And the ref thought that was a good enough effort. Gives the Hawks the benefit of the doubt. I like to switch lanes. Watkins puts that in, it just misses. Lytle's coming in now. He's got Timchak and Bolt. Single on net. Lytle gets a little bit too much of that one. You want to just get a piece of it, but ended up deflecting it wide. Lytle's been physical tonight. Timchak's down low too. Timchak and Bolt are playing well. But Benoit ends up carrying that out. He tries to go cross ice. Lytle gets a stick on it on the back check. The Bronx dump it all the way in. Waddy puts pressure on his forechecker. Lytle's going to try and chip it past his, and he does. And he follows through on the hit on the AP. Ends up knocking his stick out of his hand. Timchak has that puck. He gets bumped off. Now Bolt to support him. And the Bronx go D to D. Now they just chip it in too. Tried to chip it in, but ended up hitting Jollies and didn't go all the way. Bolt has that puck, and the Bronx put a stick lift on him. And now Lyle's going to dump in. We're going to get all five are changing, so Hawks need to get on, and they do. Justin, I think it's the only sport, not the only one, where you can change on the fly. Lacrosse you can too. There it is in front. That was a nice effort. Mole. Smith kind of pinched back down there, and the puck went through the goalie's legs. Nice effort by Mole and Jackson Lake there. I was actually kind of busy just watching the play. Sometimes you just watch. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing play-by-play here. I forgot. Ran into Scott Dusing during the break, broadcasting legend for the Buffs. Actually, I'd like to thank Scott. He kind of helped give me the confidence to do this because no one is really doing it until Deuce started, and now a lot of people do it. Ball comes in, he shoots it. Oh, don't play that. Oh, they didn't call that too many men. We had two line changes at the same time. And they aren't going to call that, which is good. They end up calling something different. Icing, I guess. Puck's going all the way down. Pinu's out there with Tough. Richardson's going to come down. He's got Schneider in front if he can get it to him. Schneider's still wide open. He comes down and supports Richardson. And then Callum's going to stay high. Josh takes the body on his man. And then Callum kind of pinches down, but he ends up just chipping that off. It's the open web steel joist. Goodfellow's going to put pressure on up on the side there. Schneider does too, but Bronx ended up chipping it around. They get it past Punu. He got a piece of it, so he has to skate back and play that. Does a good job not to get run by the Bronx forechecker. Bronx drive the net. They're going to get a shot from the point here. But nice block by Brady. Schneider then passes it up to Callum. Richardson's high if he sees him. He puts it back down to Schneider. He puts it back down to Josh. He had Schneider high. And he puts it back over to Callum, but just touches something. Josh makes a nice play to get it back to the point. Tough is open. He puts it on net. The goalie makes a nice right pad save. Schneider still has the puck. Puts it back to Jollies. Jollies goes deep to deep. You got a 1-2 from Tough, and the goalie makes a stick save. That's a high stick. But the Hawks touch it first, so they end up calling it. They had more time than they thought because the Bronx couldn't play that. We're going to get a line change. Reed's out there now with Bungay and Lytle. They pass it across. It actually ends up hitting Jollies in the foot and kind of just goes just past the post on Ethan. 14-14 left in the second. Still 3-2 Bronx. Reed tries to play the puck. He's coming up the left side. The D's going to go over. Jolly's going to go over and support. Put a hit on his guy. And the Bronx try and get a shot. The Hawks are outplaying the Bronx so far this period, but it's been pretty even. Still no penalties, I don't think, today. Oh, Reed's going to have a chance here. It goes in a little bit deeper than they wanted. But Bungay's going to play in the slot. He comes down and supports. Bungay and Reed, they're not oversized, but they're working hard along the wall. And Brandon ends up coming out with it, but doesn't quite work out. Nice wrap around the tent by Reed.
Yeah, excellent.
Really good. He's considering he's not the heaviest kid in the world. He works hard on those boards, and although he has a lot of success, Chase Smith almost does the Dr. Randy Gregg play and bouncing it off his own man. Now Mole's trying to get it in. Tim Chak's out there too, and Reed's still out. I think we're going to see Keegan Bold once Reed gets off. Mole has a nice little stick lift on the Bronx. Still battling with that Connor Bedard Sherwood. Mole still battling. Tim Chak down there to support him, and Reed's going to come over and do something along those boards. Bronx end up chipping it down, but it touches the Bronx on the way down. Oh, we have Mole open here. He hits him. Oh, and it just bounces over his stick. He still has Reed. Reed hasn't got off yet. And Reed drives the net. Mole tries to hit him, and it just goes wide. Mole puts a nice hit on him. He just chips it out front, but Reed was getting that line change, and Gold was just half second late. Otherwise, nice effort by the boys. Tim Chak's going to stay out with Bold and Mole. And we're going to get a change on D. Pinu and Tough. Mole must be gassed. He's going to stay out. Chak has that puck. Oh, that puck might have been labeled. The D-man for the Bronx ended up getting a stick on it. Looked like it had a chance. Nice rocket by Tim Chak. Pinu chips it up. He's got Tim Chak. So he's on his back end there, so it didn't play the way he wanted to. Tough makes a nice little delay, and everyone flies by just like Top Gun Maverick. Mole's been out for a while. He's taking away that lane with that Con Bedard. Bold's going to chase his guy. Bronx end up going back across ice. It's going to right on Ethan. He covers that man up. 11:53 left in 2. Still down 3-2. Face off in the Hawks zone. Hawks come out with it. Tough goes up the middle. Ended up working out, but didn't totally work out. Ended up on a Bronx stick, but didn't get intercepted early on. Hawks try and dump that one out. That doesn't come out. The Hawks are going to have a bit of an opportunity here. Here comes Marco. He flips it up as Lakers driving back door. Snyder comes in. He ends up picking it up too. Oh, sharp angle shot, and he's up hitting the outside of the post. Good play by the Hawks. Nice play by Marco to get it deep there for Laker. Marco's going to come and play it over here. And Hawks end up keeping that in. Nice play by Devin. Bronx are going to dunk that out, but it looks like it's actually close to on net, and it is. Jeez, that was kind of a funny one. Ethan was in total control, but it looked a little different from here. Hawks have got a little play that we see here, Justin, whenever they dump it in and it goes on net. Ethan's so good playing the puck. Looks like at least one of the forwards is sometimes staying a bit high.
Yep. Awkward.
Watkins out there with Jollies. Watkins going to race for this. Nice little hit the brakes. I won't make that Top Gun reference again. Oh, he passed it across the middle. It didn't work out. A Bronk ends up picking it up, and there's two Hawks back on the back check. Waddy picks it up again. He goes up with Richardson's side. Richardson's a left-handed shot on the right wing. Oh, and the Bronx end up getting a piece of that from the point. There's been a couple of those tonight now where they've got a shot from the point, just got a piece of it, and ends up sneaking past Ethan. 4-2 Bronx. 10:35 left in the second. Bronx just scored to go up one, or go up two. 4-2 Bronx. Richardson's on the forecheck. He put a hit on this guy. He might be leading the team hits tonight. Lytle's up there too. It's going to be offside. A lot of Hawks have been laying the body lately. Oh, Smitty gets burned as the guy goes down the inside. He kind of lets a pretty hard shot go, and Ethan comes out to challenge and goes just over his shoulder. Puck goes around to Smitty's side, but the winger's not there. Mole, the center, goes over and tries to provide support. Actually, maybe Lytle's the center here. I'm not sure. We have two centers in the ice at the same time. Goodfellow's going to get a line change. The puck gets chipped past Smith, and it's not going to be an icing. They pass it in front again. Ethan puts the paddle down. The Bronx drive the net. Kale's defending his goalie against a pretty big dude. Whenever anyone asks if I want to hear a song during a game, a minor hockey game, I always say Mr. Vane by Culture Beat. And that was that one. This DJ's got quite a bit of a mid-90s club vibe going on tonight. Bunga gets the puck, he chips it down, he's trying to chip it to Mole. Man, Mole's had a lot of ice tonight. He's actually got his chin strap on done right now too, so I'm not sure if that's allowed or not. Mole just chipped it to himself. He puts it back up front. He had Bungay and Reed, but it kind of evaded both boys. That's going to be a delayed offside as Tuff just kind of pushed it back in. Bronx come in now. That's Benoit, one of their leading scorers. I think he's the third leading scorer, but he fans in the puck. Oh boy, that was an opportunity for the Bronx. They're good at putting that puck. They've had a couple opportunities passing it to the other guy who's out front or back door and shooting from the point. So a couple things have been successful for them tonight. Tuff puts it up the right side. Tate Bungay ends up chipping it out, and Bungay, you don't see that very often, gives a shove back to the Bronx there. He didn't like what the Bronx did to him. I think he's in actually a little bit of pain. His left arm, hopefully, is not a little bit fine. Reed has that puck. We got a fresh Nick Timchak out there, but Reed can't quite hit him. Reed's gonna get a line change. Bring up Boldy on the ice. Schneid's Timchak and Boldy with Watkins and Jollies. Jolly's going to play that puck. Actually, it's Waddy's going to play that puck. He puts it back to Jolly's. Goes all the way to Chimchak. See if Timchuk can hit his buddy across the middle. He tries to hit Boulder. Not quite up with the play yet. And, he puts a hit on his D-man. They're going to back check. And it's offside, Bronx. On YouTube, Justin. Looks like we have 17 people watching somewhere else. So,
good to hear.
Hi to everybody. Glad Justin and I can kind of make your Thursday night a little bit better, watching your grandson or nephew or son, brother.
Pardon me.
Blake has the puck. He's out there with Lytle and Marco. Kale keeps that puck in. He's out there with Smitty. Bronx come out with numbers. It's a 2-on-2. They do have a high guy. They chip it in. That was Kale's man, and he went right to Ethan. His D-man's going to pinch in. Just not at the forward. Now Kale's going to just try and chip this out. He kind of goes down, and a bit of an awkward hit. The big captain for the Bronx kind of fell over top as Kale kind of bit it a bit. Smitty's going to put that up to his man on the wall. I haven't counted. I think the Hawks are really short of right-handed forwards. Because they always seem to have Moles a righty there, but I don't know if we have any right-handed wingers. They always seem to have, like when Smitty just passed out to Josh, he's playing it on his backhand, so it's a tough play. Calvin's going to bring this in. He's got Mole driving out with his stick down, and Calvin ends up shooting it. The goalie Peck for the Bronx sucks it in. I'm not going to lie to you, Justin. I like this playlist. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Oh, Tough goes for a hit, but the captain just evades that. Sorry, I cut you off talking about 90s hip-hop.
No, that's okay. Keep it up. That's what I was on. Grew up on that stuff.
Me too.
It's good. 80s and 90s. I'm aging myself a bit.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I was more into the alternative music scene. I like their Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Green Day stuff, but you know, when you're college age, you kind of gotta like the music that the girls like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to like that stuff a little bit, and it was catchy.
Very, very catchy.
I hope we hear
it's
some.
The best era for music ever.
That's awesome. I was listening to a podcast just today, and they said that actually a lot of this generation now is kind of grabbing on the 90s and taking it as their own. I think it actually might have been good music.
I think it was because it was a very special generation.
Maybe. Oh, okay, that's a funny one. Ethan is actually bent over the wrong way. Callum comes in and pushes him again. His right leg was caught under him. Let's hope that he's okay there. There we go. He popped right back up. I wasn't doing my job as the play-by-play. But Bronk ended up kind of landing on top of Ethan. Looked like his right leg got caught under him, but these kids, especially goalies, they can pop right back up.
There we go.
5:42 left in 2, 4-2 Bronx. Brady Schneider's out there. He's going to put pressure on that as his D-man. So is Brendan Reed. Oh, wow, it was a high stick. That was an interesting play. The Bronk, and there was actually a little bit of action on Ethan, and it popped up in the air, and I think the Bronk high-sticked it. He did a backhand lacrosse play trying to knock that one into the net. Man, the Bronx are really going harder than ever right now. Hawks need to make an adjustment. I think the Bronx ended up knocking that one out, or it was a high stick. Schneider, Reed, Bungay, Kale, to Chase. Nice pass up to Brendan. See if he can do something with it. Brendan tries to pass it over. But the Bronx defenseman ends up making a nice play on Reed. Benoit's trying to beat Smitty wide, and he can't. Smitty uses his big body to hold him off. Reed's going to get that puck. He's going to try and put it across to Bungay. Bungay tries to knock it out of the air. He's a lacrosse player. So He tried to do that too, but just kind of fanned on it. We used to play lacrosse with Brendan Reed too. He was a nice player. But written about the age 13, 14, kids kind of start to specialize a little bit. Brendan decided to focus on playing AAA with the Bisons. Timchak's out there with, I think that's Timchak. It is, yeah. Timchak's out there not with Bold this time, but with Lake and Lytle. So one of the coaches are making a bit of a change. Jackson just kind of dips that one in and see what Jackson can do with it. Lytle comes in. He battles his man. You got Jackson and Jackson putting pressure on. 2 Bronx, 2 Hawks. Puck ends up popping up. Laker keeps fighting for it. Laker kicks it up. Timchak comes over for support. Nice spot. See what he can do with this. If he's going to put it. Oh, nice play by Timchak back to the point. Kale gets a shot away, but the Bronx get a stick on him. Pops back to Chase Smith, and he just kind of fanned on that. It went off the heel of his stick. Kale's got that puck. Oh, the Bronx tries to one-hand it through. Kale actually holds on to his stick. Good thing it's not a penalty, but that was a nice play by Kale. Made it look sort of accidental. Timchak, I think that's Timchak who dumps that out, and it is. That is going to be icing. I thought the Bronx could have had that, but I guess they missed it. Sometimes, I'll explain that later. Bungay out there, he blocks that shot. He's out there with Goodfellow and Moore. Watkins and Jolly's on the point. The Bronx are going to ring that around. That's Watkins' spot. That's going to be icing because he didn't have any chance at that. 3:44 left in the second. Pushes that puck straight ahead. He won that face-off and just fired it wide. Now Mole tries to pick that one up, but he had to skate around the ref. So there's Bungay and Goodfellow. Mole lets that go through his legs. They catch up on the offside. Tag up, I mean. Goodfellow's out there now too. Bronx are trying to come in on Jollies, and he just chips it out. See what Mole does with this. He possesses it for a little bit. See if he gets a shot on goal. He tries, but the Bronx get a stick on it. Goodfellow tries to take his man. He does in the corner. He's supported by Bungay. Bronx end up coming out with that, and Mole skates across by number 25 there and almost takes him out of the play. Mole takes the skating lane there, or takes away a passing lane instead of taking the hit. And Jollies gets that one in deep. Mole's got an iron lung shift going on here. Now Goodfellow gets the line change. They close the gate right in front of the Bronx there. Good thing. And Brady Schneider's out there with Reed now. Moles can get that line change and out pops Lytle. 2:38 left in the second. Puck comes all the way back. The D's going to play it there for the Bronx. He chips up to his own man. He tries to chip it in, but he misses it. And that puck comes back and just hops over Jackson's stick. Tuff's out there with Pinu. He's going to bring it up his own side, and he just chips it. Now Brendan Reed's going to do something with this. He's got a lot of creativity. He just chips it ahead. See what Jackson does. He thought about putting it on the net, but the angle is a bit sharp. And Pinu tries to get it in deep, and he makes a nice play to keep it in. Schneider gets a line change. Reed's had some success tonight behind the net, but doesn't quite get it from his Bronx defender there. Reed, Lytle, and Mole on the ice. Ethan makes a right pad save there as the Bronx chip it in. Now Mole's got something. He's by himself, which he might have to do something. A little toe drag. He tries. But that's a pretty good defenseman there for the Bronx. He's a big, strong kid. Bose, I think his name is. Goodfellow comes out. He's fresh. I think Reed and Mole are at the end of the shift, so let's see what they can do. Allen tries to play that. Oh, comes out to Chase Smith. He's going to shoot from there. Oh, but the Bronx ended up blocking it. The Hawks had somebody in his back door. If Smith could have hit that. Now Smith does go back door to Mole. And Mole keeps digging. Oh, call that. Call it. Yeah, they aren't calling much. Mole dug actually pretty aggressive there. Couldn't see from our angle if the puck was loose. If it's loose, you can do that. And D-Man comes over, gives him a shot in the chest. No harm, no foul. Bull's going to stay out with Goodfellow and Marco. Couple good shots from the point there by Smitty. Kale's on the left side of the point. This D-man's going to carry it out for the Bronx. He just ships it past Kale. It's actually funny that Bronx appear to be pretty short of righties on forwards, but they have quite a few righties on D, which is actually interesting. Kale Omani's got to play on his offside as a right-handed shot. Oh, Bungay, he's a righty. No, he's not. I should do my homework. Is Mole the only right-handed forward? One minute left in the second.
Yeah.
Bungay comes out. He's out there with Schneider and Richardson. Richardson drives the net, and the Bronx end up just chipping that one out. We commented at Kavanaugh that the boards kind of stick out and the puck stays up there a little bit, and then he does the same thing. Josh takes a shot from the bad angle, just maybe trying to get a rebound or a rebound out front for his other forwards driving the front of the net. Bungay puts it back. Go D to D. Kale over to Smitty. Kale decides to put it up to Josh. Josh just chips. Bronx have a nice forecheck. Smitty chips it up to Bungay. Goes all the way out. And the Bronx just dump it back in. 22 seconds left in two. Trainer for the Hawks gets an ice bag. Not sure who that's for. We'll find out after the period. The puck goes in and it's offside. 15 seconds left.
Very good.
Moore tries to go straight ahead of that, doesn't quite work out, and goes over to Jackson Lake on the right side. We've got Callum on the left. 8 seconds left. Hawks just dump it out. Mole puts a hit on that big D, but that D-man didn't move much, actually. Oh, it's too bad they didn't have a hair more time. Actually, the Hawks could pull the goalie here if they wanted. 1.9 seconds left in the second. Mole is a right-handed shot, so he can't just pull. So that's why Callum's taking his face off. He's going to try and shoot it directly at the net. Mole couldn't do that as a righty. Callum tries and it goes. Oh, they actually worked. Good play by Callum and Jackson Lake. Laker got a nice shot on net. The goalie ended up making a blocker save. Good play by the Hawks. 4-2 Bronx, Justin. Bronx outscored the Hawks 1-0 that period. We'll check out the shots in the third. What did you think of that period?
It was better. They played a lot better than they did in the first. I still think they got to pick it up to keep up to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Their Bronx are a little more physical and more intense right now.
Yeah. Last game in the Bronx, they had a 1-goal lead. Looks like it's Richardson who might have that ice bag. He's not moving too quick. Yeah, he's got the ice bag. He's not moving too quick, so this might be his. I'm not sure what's going on there, so hopefully he's okay. Actually, we haven't seen him play in a while, have we? So 4-2, Bronx after 2. Justin, we'll see you for the third.
You bet, buddy.
feeling better. We'll give you his update in a minute. That mole never stops smiling, hey? Man, he's a funny kid. He's dancing. He's on the bench.
He's loving it. He's his first love right here. That's why. He's loving it.
So they're not letting the ice dry. Oh, look at right in front of the net. He did an extra lap here. Holy cow, just off to the left, right over here. Holy cow, that's wet.
Very well.
See if something happens there. Really wet. Refs probably should have given that an extra 30 seconds. Tough and Pinu on the point with Goodfellow, Mole, and Richie. We said there at the end of the second, Richie went off, didn't look too tough, didn't look very good. Thought maybe it was his back, but got an update from the trainer and ended up landing on a stick blade with his knee. So I think it was just pain. Hopefully it's not an injury, just pain. Maybe he loosened it up a little bit in the room. That is going to be ice. Went off Goodfellow's foot, but it was on this side of the red line. Point with Chase. There's Laker with Bungay and Lytle. I think we got Bungay in the middle now, Lytle on the wall. Coaches have made a few changes. Kale's got that puck, he's going to put it around to Chase. Chase is open. He makes a nice play in his backhand, tries to go across ice, doesn't quite work out. Kale's going to chip that, look out. Doesn't quite get it out. Chase comes over and covers for him. And they shoot on Ethan and he tries to go 5-hole and he takes that away. Reed's out there now with Timchak, Schneider. So Reed on the left, Schneider in the middle, Timchak on the right. With Tough and Pinu. Tough ends up putting a hit on his man. It's been I think 3 or 4 whistles already so far this period. And as you see, a lot of the play has been down this end so far. So the Hawks hope to turn that tide and get the puck deep in the Bronx end. Shots are even this game, Justin. In the first period, apparently it was 20-17 for the Bronx. I don't know if that's right, but maybe it is. Second period, just half as much. It was 10-9 for the Hawks. So 29-27 for the Bronx. So it's fairly even.
Pretty close, yeah.
Fairly even. Tim Jackson going to carry that up. He goes across the blue line and kind of delays a little bit and just kind of pushes it down. And the Bronx D-man tries to get out, and Timchak blocks that. Schneider puts it back down to Timchak. He's going to take it behind the net and see if he can beat his man. He tries, and he gets support from Reed. Reed's looking for Schneider or a point man. He ends up putting it back to Timchak. Timchak and Reed playing behind the net, and Reed tries to put it back to Nick, but ends up getting blocked by the Bronx defenseman. Reed's going to chip that up, but the defenseman does a nice job rubbing him out. And then the forward's going to get a change. Lytle, I think, got that change. Mole's on. He intercepts that. See if he gets a shot away. He does. He had Schneider driving back door, but decided he elected to shoot that. Mole out there with Schneider still. I think Timchak's still on the ice. No, Timchak got a change a long time ago. That's Reed out there. So it's Goodfellow. Oh, there's a little... Oh, our first penalty of the game. I don't know. Ethan's leaving. I think it's on the Bronx. So I'm looking at the camera. You can actually see that a little bit, and the Bronx player's going to get a tripping penalty, I think. Or is Reed getting it? Reed's getting it. It's a weird one. He actually ended up... The Bronx player landed on top of him, but he must have taken his feet out. I didn't really see that. First penalty of the game, I think.
Yep.
We got Lytle out there with Laker, Smitty, and Kale on the point. What's Kale's nickname? Is it Kale?
Kale?
Kale have a nickname?
Not really.
Right now we got Lydes, Laker, Smitty, and Kale. Everyone's got a nickname except for one. Bronx go D to D. Lakers gonna go and try and. Oh, that actually went through Ethan's legs, but I think it hit the post. Look at Kale, what a nice guy. Picks up the stick for Ethan, gives it back. The same forwards are going to stay out there for the Hawks. We've got Laker putting pressure on the Bronx D. And then now Jackson comes in and supports him. Tuff and Kale staying up high. Smitty's made a change. He got Brandon Tuff out there. Gronk actually made a nice play on Brandon's stick there. Actually kind of just gave him a little tap and knocked the puck off his stick. Bronx are keeping this in. You can still Lake, Lytle, Kale, and Brandon. Bronx put on the left side, on the right side actually. Right in front of some of the Hawks girlfriends. Lytle gets that puck, he makes a nice play, and we're going to get a wholesale change, even Tuff's off. So Smitty comes right back on with Pinu. And the forwards end up being Goodfellow and Mole, who just went down behind the net. Pinu thought about pinching in there, but decided against it. Now Mole's going to put pressure on his guy. I wonder if that Bronx forgot he was there, and Mole goes in and puts pressure on that D, and he comes out with it. Jeez, he's just a hawk for the puck. Goodfellow has that puck now. Great penalty kill by the Hawks so far. Goodfellow and Mole dominating in the Bronx zone. 15 seconds left, being shorthanded. 15:40 left in the period. Still 4-2 Bronx. Well, that's going to get out of here. Justin, I almost had a souvenir as the Bronx chip it in. It goes over top of Ethan's head. 5 seconds left in the penalty.
Yeah, some good penalty killing there. Really good.
So I mentioned last game, these two teams tied in the standings, so not surprising that this series is going to be tight. It's a best of 3. If the Hawks win tonight, they move on. If the Bronx win, we go to game 3 on Saturday, I think. Josh has that puck. He's looking pretty healthy now. He comes down, his left-handed shot. He tries to get it. Tries to drive the net. He's out there with Bungay and Schneids. Bungay kind of loses the puck on the boards, and Schneider's going to put some nice pressure on his guy. Bronx end up just dumping it in. So, Justin, we're going to see a lot of that this period. The Bronx just dumping it. They did it last game, too. Then the Hawks ended up scoring one late. Callum Goodfellow scored a beauty. Schneider's coming in. He's actually got some wheels so far this shift. He's putting lots of pressure on. They are going to call that. The Bronx don't want that call, but I don't think Devin Jolly saw the puck because it came past the line from a bit of a weird spot. Beth Bold came by. I'll tell you why in a second. But Beth Bold came by between the periods and said thank you from Palm Springs, from Gramps and Nana Debney. So Gramps and Nana, I hope you guys are enjoying Palm Springs. I just got back from Phoenix last week, and I know it was hot in Phoenix. I think it's like 29 in Phoenix today, so hopefully you're getting that weather in Palm Springs too. Gramps and Nana, and it's always good that you can kind of see what your grandson's up to. So that's Keegan Bold's grandma and grandpa. Mole's got that puck there. He's out there with Timchak and Goodfellow. So we haven't seen your grandson Keegan Bold in a little bit. Hopefully we'll see him soon. Devin Jollies and Watkins out there on the point. Keegan just got back from an injury. He's only had 1 game back, so his fitness won't be exactly what he wants, but he's still a huge member of this team. Come back from injury is always tough. Watkins and Jolly's on the point. That puck pops back. Mole's up front. Mole stays up high and holding his D-man up high with him. Jolly ends up giving a little bit of a field goal kick with his left foot out. Gets the puck out of the blue line. Waddy makes a real smart play. Watkins' older brother plays U18 AAA Buffs. They just talked with Sergio Garofalo, and his son Seth also plays. He's a first year and made U18 AAA, which is tough. They finished 4th in the league, but they lost their first game. So best of 3. They lost game 1. Actually, now that I think of it, I think the Buffs U18 lost their first game last year too, and then they went on a heck of a run. You have to win 2. So all the best to all the Buffs teams playing. The double A's are has a little hit on that Bronx. I think everyone started. I'll have to check up and see how the Bises and the Bulls are doing. I haven't looked lately, but everyone started now. The community kind of starts. Community started this week too, so community plays different. They just do a tournament format, so 2 losses and you're out, but not head to head. Bronks keep that in. They just chip it down low. K. Smith has back turn. Kale's in front, and I kind of scoop to him in the Bronx. Ethan makes a nice save low. Marco's got that puck. He's out there with Richie and Lives. So Vital's going to try and get that thing past his D-man, but puck kind of bounces not favorably for him. Kale and Smitty on the point. Smitty has a stick up. He wants it. Smitty always wants it. He's always in a good position to play a little bit of offense. And there's Marco. Grandma Bronny out in Penticton. Hopefully she's watching tonight. Brandon Tuff's going to put some pressure on his man. And there goes Grandma Bonnie's grandson. That's actually Callum. Marco got a change. That's Callum Goodfellow. He's out there with Mole, and now Schneid jumps on. Last game, the Hawks, when they're down by 1, they shortened the bench a little bit, so I think we might see a lot of the same players. Maybe a couple of their leading scorers out there with lots of ice. Tyson Mole is the leading scorer on the team this year, I think. Brendan Reed is second. Brady Schneider third, so we're going to see that quite a bit. You got to dance with who brung you, as they say. Tuff's going to put a hit on his man. Tuff's a big kid, and he bounced off that captain. Actually, that's not the captain. That's number 19. He's a big kid, too. Schneider's going to carry that puck, see if he can gain the red line. He doesn't, but he puts up for Callum and just goes under his stick. Bronx are coming in down the right side. Nice play by Brandon. Now Callum's going to go. He's got no support as Mole's getting line change and Schneid's up high. Callum, he had no support, so the Bronx just kind of outnumbered him. And now this is what we're going to see. 11:43 left in the third. And the Bronx are going to keep dumping it in. Bronx are coming down the left side. They get a shot on goal. Ethan ends up taking that away. Nice play by Ethan. Bronx actually had numbers there. They had 2 guys if they wanted. They ended up shooting, and Ethan sucked up that rebound. Timchak's out there on the right side. He doesn't have any much pressure coming on him as the Bronx defense is now just backing up. So they're going to rely on wall support from the wingers. A couple of the mums walking by, not sure where they're heading off to. Puck still deep in the Hawks zone. Bronx just dumping in again. 10:52 left in the third. Timchak's going to get a line change. Bronx just keep firing that thing back in. They spent the last 45 seconds just chipping it in deep. Hawks are kind of struggling a little bit. One guy tries to take it up off his side. He's got there with Schneider down. Mole is staying high. The Hawks are kind of turning a bit more offense. Puck tried to pop out. Ethan takes away that post. Benoit just whacks at it and tries to get it in short side. Ethan says, Schneider plays a lot of center, but with the short bench, Schneider's on the right side now. Goodfellow's over there on the left. We got Kale and Smitty on the point. There's Mole up high. See if he can do something with this. He did stay high. He tries to kind of just toe drag past his D, and he had Schneider driving that back door. Imagine Schneider wanted that puck. He's kind of driving hard, and Mosey could have fired it off his stick, but decided to hold it for an extra second. Smitty's going to play this. He's going to bump it over to Kale. He doesn't. He gets it up the wall to Schneider. Schneider's going to hit Goodfellow on the far side. Mole's in the middle. Mole's driving the net now. And Callum gets a little bump. It'd be nice if the Hawks could get a power play. There's only been the one penalty today, and that was on Brendan Reed. Hawks had a really good kill. But it'd be nice if they could get something. Hawks need something. 9:25 left in the third. Nice play by Lytle. Maybe a hit like that will kind of get the boys going a bit. Tough gets that puck. He just chips it in. But not a super aggressive forecheck so far until Jackson Lytle comes in. He puts a hit on his D, but just missed him. Bronks are coming down now, and Tough ends up taking that away. So he kind of gets pushed from behind, but Miller actually backed off that, so good move by him. As Tough had his back turned. Bronx dump it in deep again. Miller's got it down there for the back. Oh, it's on far side, but he kind of just bobbled the puck, but Pini was about to cut him off. Pini right there with Tough. You got Mole, Lytle, and Goodfellow. Puck's going to pop out, and it pops off Brandon Tough's stick, and the Bronx have a couple guys low. Tough's going to bring that puck up now. Justin and I are getting a whiff of ammonia here from the Zamboni room. Not sure what that is, but my eyes are watering.
If we start talking funny, we'll know why.
Yeah, call 811 or whatever. Reed's got that puck down low. He passes it in front, ends up on a Bronx stick, but kind of goes still toward the net. Lytle's out there playing aggressive now. He's been up there for a long time. That's Jackson Lake and Brendan Reed. So we got no forecheck right now because Jackson's gassed. Kale and Smitty on the point. Again, Bronx just dumped that in. 8 minutes left in the third. Let's go Hawks. Tim Shack's out there. Lake out there with Reed. Kale gets it. I didn't see it, Justin.
Good shot again.
Yeah.
Ref never called it.
Kale gets up and struggling. He needs a whistle if he can get it. Yeah, he's not on all cylinders right now, but he's fighting. He's squinting, trying to get his senses back a little bit, so let's hope he's okay. Jackson Lake gets it out. Kale's gutting this out big time. Still struggling. Chase Smith doesn't give it to him, and it's a good move not to give it to him because he tries to put it up his own wall so Kale can get off. There you go, good job, Kale. Tim Check loses his glove there, but the puck ends up going on net. 7:21 left in the third. Kale's taking a few shots this year, hey Justin? He takes hits to make plays for sure. He never backs down from anything. If he has to gain the line or gain something,
that's what I worry about.
My son Colton's the same way. He's smaller than most players, and other players' elbows are about the height of his head. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We got Tough out there with Jollies, with Schneids, Richardson, and Mo. Bronx just dump it out again, 7 minutes left. Jollies has it on the right side. He goes cross ice for Richie. Richie's got good speed. He must have had some skittles during the break, but he loses an edge on those beautiful blue Hyperlight 2s. They're battling behind the net, and Mole's fighting. It's coming to Jollies. This could be something if you can get this on net. He tries, but the Bronx ended up. He had to take an extra second because the puck was rolling. Richie wants a line change. I don't think he's feeling too good. I think someone landed on him after he kind of bit it there. Lytle Bungay, good fellow. What'd you have for supper tonight, Justin?
I had a moose stew.
Moose stew?
Yeah.
I had a bag of chips.
Oh, okay.
I came straight from work.
I didn't work. I was very domestic, as I said.
That's why.
So I made a moose stew tonight.
I was just thinking, why am I hungry?
It was good.
Oh yeah, I had a bag of chips for supper.
A little wild meat gets a little pep in your step.
Dang.
Oh,
Protein,
yeah.
You're proteined out.
Yeah, it's
Did
good.
you get that moose yourself?
Not this one, no.
Oh yeah.
No. But I'll take moose any day.
Jolly's out there with Pinu. Benoit's getting a puck toward net, and Richardson makes a nice little stick save. 6 minutes left. Goodfellow's going to carry that out with Bungay and Lytle. Wonder if Bungay's grandma and grandpa are watching tonight. Grandma Bungay watches out in Hawkwood in Calgary, so if Grandma Bungay's out there, hopefully your boy can do something in the third period to help this team get back into this. People still watching at home, Justin.
Well, you must be entertaining them then.
We're going
sticking
viral.
around for
We're
us.
going viral.
I think we're yep.
Smitty tries to get that in. Oh, the Bronx are blocking everything. Oh, that actually got through. The Hawks had numbers low because the Bronx had two guys high. Schneider's now, the Hawks have got that extra little pep in their step. Maybe they had some moose stew too. It's just starting to kick in. Get that reference? Justin didn't hear me. It was a good one. Mole's over there. He's putting pressure on his man. He takes away that passing lane. He's going to come up the middle. See if he can hit Jolly's back door. Oh, that was a good shot by Mole. Nice blocker save by the goalie. That was a real good shot by Molesy. Reed and Bungay out there too. No, Reed and Schneider actually. Bungay got a line change. And Jolly's going to come up on his man, and the Bronx end up chipping that out. 5 minutes left. That's what the Hawks need to do.
We keep pushing like that.
Bronx got caught at one point because, and he's got the camera right on that bench there. Look how close those kids are. Could say a lot of stuff as they're standing there. Bungay right back out. Timchak's got a lot of ice in this third period. Out there with a good fellow. Jolly's in tough stay out. Timchak tries to play that puck along the right boards. Goodfellow comes across and supports. He takes a shot, but makes a play. That's going to be icing on the Bronx. 4:42 left. 4-2. Third period. Game 2. Hawks won the first. 4-3 in overtime. Let's hope they can win 5-4 in overtime tonight. Why don't I use
I think you need to be prophetic.
Why don't I use my prognosticating?
We need a little bit of that right now.
Puck's down low. Justin does his best to give you a good angle, but when it's right in front of us, it's a little zoomed in. Bungay's now coming down the ice. He's coming down with Timchak and Goodfellow, but he tries to take up the middle and doesn't work out. Bronx now bring that in themselves. They stop at the ring-out line and hit a man coming across the middle. They're going to keep that forward high. They get a shot from the point, and Ethan ends up taking that in. There's 4 minutes left, and it's 4-2. I'll prognosticate that this is going to work out for us here. Lytle's going to dump it in. Schneider's going to win some battles down low. Schneider, they're going to pop it up front. Smith and Kale. Good to see Kale back. We're very lucky as Buffs. We have not good trainers, great trainers. But we have trainers who want the kids to play, so they'll do whatever they can to keep those kids in the game. Sweeney takes that puck. He passed it across to Lytle. Mole's staying high, and Schneider's leaving a bit early too, as they need to create offense. Kale's got that puck. He's going to go up his right side. He actually ends up going D to Smitty. Smitty puts it up his wall, and it's not a bad play that I missed that winger. Mo almost picked that one up. Lytle's going to dump this in. This is the first part that I predicted, right? Now Schneider's going to get that. Oh, he tries. Bronx end up making a nice play. And the Bronx end up carrying that thing out as the Hawks have all hands on deck on the forecheck. Bronx get a shot on goal, ends up putting the body in front, and Captain Medic tries to shoot that, doesn't work out. Lytle's in his feet, 6'2", away from his eyes. Smith now picks it up. Oh, it rolled on him too. Hawks not getting the bounces that they want right now. Mole does stay high. They're getting a line change, so we see if we can get a fresh guy. He actually ends up putting it back to Tough just to keep possession as he had Reed busting back. Hawks ring that around. Bronx door is open. Now the Hawks door is open too as Mole's getting that line change. 2:53 left in the third. Here comes Reed, see if he can do something. He's got Richie and Goodfellow. Reed tries to put toward the net, and the Bronx just push it out, and that's going to be icing on the Bronx. The Hawks are going to end up with an offensive zone face-off, which could be big. 2:41 left in the third. They've got a timeout. Hawks might have called that. I wasn't watching. Hawks called that one, Justin.
I didn't notice.
Hawks might start thinking about pulling Ethan. Different strokes for different folks of when they do that.
Might do that. Might pull Ethan.
We'll see. Richardson wins that face-off exactly as those coaches drew it up. So I think we had Reed up top there. Richardson won that straight back. So yeah, Ethan is out of the net. We have 6 Hawks on the ice. We've got Tough with Pinu. Reed is standing up high. Mole on the right, Richardson in the middle, Goodfellow on the left. All hands on deck for the Hawks. Mole fighting for that puck. He puts it down to Reed down low. Reed is doing his creative magic. He ends up chipping it down low again. Mole comes up with that. Actually, Goodfellow, Richardson comes up with that puck. Hard to see. It's a long ways away. Now Reed's going to get that one too. He puts it back to Pinu. See if he can get a shot on goal. He tries, but the Bronk ends up getting a skate on it. Pinu does a good job holding up his man, but the ref's going to call interference on that play. Oh, the Bronk player looks like he might have landed on his knee in an awkward way as he got kind of pulled down there a little bit. And the trainer can't see that he's hurt because it's kind of right in front of us. Hopefully he's okay. That's one of their leading scorers. He's a good player. Good tact by the person playing music there too. Generally don't play music during when your kid's hurt.
Hope he's all right.
I'm just trying to look up their stats here. Not trying to have dead air. Just trying to look up the stats for. I don't know why we can't find the Bronx or the Bronx there. Oh, there they are. Just missing it. Yeah, he's their leading scorer. He's got 40 points in 29 games. So that's a big loss if he's not okay. It's his left knee.
Is it his knee, you think?
Yeah. Ah, dang. That's not a good sign. Hopefully you're all right, kid.
Yeah.
Never want to see an injury in playoff time.
No.
Or ever. Good luck, kid. Can't put any weight on it. It's not a good sign, but let's hope he's okay. Like we said, he is their leading scorer, June Preachma. Leading the team in points and goals, so really important part of their team. Good luck, kid. Ethan's going to come back in because the face-off's going to be in this zone.
Yeah.
Hawks are going to be short-handed. It's going to be 5-on-4. And then they're going to yank Ethan again right away. They're really taking their time with that young fella. I think so. Don't know why they kicked him out so early. Of course, Brody didn't mean to do anything there, so Brody just a hockey play that kind of didn't go where they wanted. Hawks are short-handed now, but they do get the puck out. See if they do get Ethan out of the net. If they do, they'll be playing 5-on-5, but it's tough to get it out when you're short. 148 left, 142 left in the penalty. Hawks still have to play aggressive on this PK, and Josh does a nice job to get out the blue line. Coaches aren't looking toward the bench, so I think Ethan's going to stay right where he is. 2 short-handed goals would be a heck of a way to tie it up, eh, Justin?
Oh, wouldn't it? Certainly would.
Goodfellow and Richardson up front, Smith and Reed on the point. I guess we only have one defenseman, I guess. Smitty's going to take his man out in the left board. Reed comes and follows up, 1:14 left in the third. Bronx just playing with the puck, they're not doing too much with it. Smitty tries to play that down low. Bronx ends up keeping it in, Smith makes a nice play. Just looking at the other town scoreboard. 48 seconds left here. If this doesn't work out for the Hawks tonight, next game would be Saturday at 4:45. If we can make it, it's going to be at Max Bell, Perry Kavanaugh, so that's where the Hawks won that last game. It's a nice rink. Got lots of nice and loud in there. Maybe a Saturday. Hawks are battling down low. They did pull Ethan, so they're playing 5-on-5 right now, but they're not going to win this one. There's 17 seconds left. They're still down by 2. Bronx end up dumping it out. No, the linesman waves that off, even though probably the ref is yelling at the Bronx bench there. I think they were changing a bit early, and he's kind of giving them the heads up. 3 seconds left. They aren't going to score an empty netter. Justin's going to keep the camera over there, see if anything happens, but the ref is right, Johnny, on the spot to make sure nothing good, and good discipline.
Johnny on the spot. There you go.
Doesn't go the Hawks' way today. They lost 4-2. Game 3, Saturday, 4:45 p.m. Perry Cavanaugh, if you can make it. If not, I'll check my schedule, Justin, see if I can.
Hopefully we can have Paul, because they don't want to listen to me.
Kind of open. Bennett's on the cross, but see if we can work that out.
That'll be good.
Not the game the Hawks wanted, but sometimes you have to give credit to the other team too. The shots were fairly even after 2. We'll see what they end up being now. But Hawks, they have it in them. They've had success against the Bronx next year. They just have to go back to what made them successful.
Yep.
I have total faith that they can do it on Saturday.
Good learning opportunity tonight, that's for sure.
It's always fun, Justin. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks, Paul.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Absolutely.